All right, Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders at Great Millstone for teaching me this truth. And Shalom to the hopeful elect on the highways and byways pushing the truth. It's your brother, Rabbi Knapp, coming out with another lesson. Lord willing, it's edifying. Okay. Now I'm going to start off in the book of Malachi chapter 1. It reads God's love for Jacob. Okay, it's Malachi 1:1. The burden of the word of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai to Israel by Malachi. Okay, to you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. Yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Yeah, see, he loved Israel, man. He always loved Israel. He never stopped loving Israel. Okay, no matter what the new doctrine is nowadays, saying the Lord loves Esau now. I forgot what group's saying that, but that's folly, man. That's a sign of you being bought out. All right, you think you don't understand the significance of being Israel. You don't understand. You can't pay. All right, money's not a substitute for this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay, that just goes to show you that they really don't know what's going on out here. Okay, they might got the precepts, they might understand the history, but they lack faith. They lack the true understanding. Okay. And as a matter of fact, they're pretty much doing this work unworthily. Okay? And it's like you lost my spot. Okay? And let me read that again. The burden of the word of the Lord to Israel by Malachi, I have loved you, saith the Lord, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? Yeah, 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans think that, okay, how does the Lord love us, okay? Why don't we just continue to follow the gods of this time, okay? Why do we need to go back and follow the God of Israel or the power of Israel, okay? Because that's the truth, okay? You following a lie, and that's not going to benefit you, okay? Coming back into this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding should be, that's like it's going to create a hedge of protection because you're building a relationship with the Lord. All right, so you want to establish that hedge being a sheep, okay, amongst wolves and these other heathen nations, okay, who are against you. You behind enemy lines, but you think you friends with the enemy, making yourself an enemy to those who are coming back in this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Okay. Malachi 1:3, and I hated Esau, and he still hates Esau. He created Esau to be the modern day Pharaoh, so you can build him up and destroy him, so his name can be propagated throughout the world. See, the world, they don't know Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. That's why we're in the state that we're into today. Okay, that's why people can't understand the Bible. Okay, they think they understand the Bible, but they don't know the Bible at all. Okay. And we're not gonna waste our time teaching people. If you ain't seeking the Lord, when I came into this truth, I didn't walk by a camp and say, where's the information for that sign that I can find online? I didn't do that, okay? This word found me, and then I did the diligent search, started studying so I can be persuaded in my own mind, and then I went to a camp. So majority of the questions I already had answered, okay? So I could sit there and just fill my cup up more. But a lot of you Israelites, y'all walk by a camp, then y'all start scoffing, okay? That's why a majority of y'all, we just let y'all walk by because it's a waste of time trying to talk to y'all, giving you this wisdom, okay? If you think the so-called white man's your Lord and Savior, when his ass put you to death, then just know why, okay? Malachi 1:4, and I hated Esau. Esau's a so-called white man, and laid his mountains and heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Yet Babylon's gonna be destroyed. Okay, that's the overall end of this place. Okay, desolation, dragons of the wilderness. It's gonna be a desert out here. So everything you see here is all gonna be destroyed. Okay? Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down. So it don't matter what they build, it's going to be thrown down. It don't matter if they have a 2050, 2060 agenda. That's not going to, it's going to be thrown down. No matter what he creates, it's going to be thrown down, okay? And they shall call them the border of wickedness. Yeah, the border of wickedness. Wherever you see Esau is, you at the border of wickedness, okay? If you the only black dude around a bunch of Edomites, man, you at the border, man, okay? And they probably gonna push you right off the edge, all right? Because that's what they created to do. They know that you're their enemy, okay? Whether they know it knowingly or unknowingly, spiritually, they understand that they hate you, okay? And the people against whom the Lord have indignation forever. Yeah, he gonna always have righteous anger against Edom forever, because he created them to be that whipping stick he gonna put this whipping on. Okay, he was created to receive a judgment that will exalt his name down here on the earth. Okay, and he built them up strong, so now you can't even fight up against them. Okay. You can't even come up against them. There's no type of military might you can possess in this lifetime that's going to take down Esau. And never mind Joe Sixpack. Joe Sixpack is strapped, okay, and he know how to tote. So you got to be careful, man. You gotta know what your power is. He knows what his power is. That's why he's always in the gun range. He's sharpening his skills with his sword, and you should be sharpening your skills with your sword, because this is the only sword that's going to be able to get you through the tribulation that's coming. And your eyes shall see, and ye shall say, the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshai will be magnified from the border of Israel. He's going to be magnified from the border of Israel. When Yahweh Shai comes back, okay, and establishes the children of Israel back in their own land, okay, he's going to be magnified from Israel, from Jerusalem specifically, all right? So Esau is the border of wickedness. Okay, I got another precept. Let me jump over to the book of Job, chapter 14, and verse 5. Actually, I'll just start from the top. Man that is born of a woman is a few days and full of trouble. He cometh forth like a flower and is cut down. He fleeth also as a shadow and continueth not. Yeah, you're gonna, it's a short life, man. And when you look at it from a microscopic level, you just here for a second and then you're gone, okay? And doest thou open thine eyes upon such an one, and bringest me into judgment with thee? Who can bring a clean thing out of an unclean? Not one. Yeah, you can't bring a clean thing out of an unclean, okay? You got clothes, you throw it in the mud, you think you're gonna pull out something clean out of that? It's not gonna happen, okay? Just like Esau. Esau was created to be the dirty one, but you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all were created to be righteous, okay? In the eyes of the Lord, all right? That's why he shared the law, statutes, and commandments with you, because he knows you better than you know yourself. He created you. He knows what you're capable of, okay? And he knows what Esau's capable of. And as wicked as you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans have been over time, only speaks to the mercies of the Lord. It only speaks to how wicked this devil is, okay? Because he's allowed him to prosper, but he's been continually, perpetually afflicting his children, okay? Seeing his days, and this is Job 14 and 5, seeing his days and determine the number of his months are with thee, thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. Yeah, so he's gonna reach a certain point and then be destroyed, okay? That's what it is. As a matter of fact, thinking of a precept, I think it's Jeremiah 49 and like 16. Let me go there. Yep. Jeremiah 49, I'll start at 15. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen, and despised among men. And he's starting to be despised among men because they're starting to see how his philosophies aren't leading to prosperity. Okay, it might take time for it to settle in, but eventually it's going to lead to your destruction. Okay, so a lot of these a lot of the heathen or these other nations outside of Israel, okay, natural born Gentiles, they're starting to see that Esau is not a good example to imitate down here on the earth. All right, and all the heathen, everybody is starting to see that. Okay, that's the Lord making them small among the heathen, because before, you know, he was able to deceive the nations with those thermonuclear missiles, not those Salakia, that atomic bomb he dropped on Nagasaki and Hiroshima. So the world was scared of him. Okay, they thought, look at this dangerous man. He'll drop a bomb on a defenseless enemy. Okay, he'll show no mercy. We better be in line with what he wants to do so we can at least survive out here. We can't survive atomic bombs, man. Okay, so a lot of the nations got in line, and then looking more so into the future since that time. Look at his technology. Look how much he has grown since then. Okay, it's always been a battle for arms. Okay, he's always updating and manipulating. Okay, trying to get that advantage in every way that he can. That's why he's still allowed to put sanctions on Russia. Okay, Russia's still going in, suffering from what do you call it? Like an economic economic war strategy. Okay, they're using sanctions in order to try to punish them indirectly. All right, with the American dollar. Okay, so that's been putting a strangle on the people there, hoping that they will revolt and somehow, you know, try to get back in line so they can prosper. But the scriptures say that the Medes are not going to regard his silver or gold, and they've been prepped for that for a long time. They've been able to sustain since what? For a long time now, over what, 40, like 60 years now. Okay? So that was the Lord preparing them for the battle. Jeremiah 49:16, thy terribleness have deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. Yeah, your terribleness, man. Okay? You going in the countries doing, just having no mercy, killing, stealing, destroying. Okay? That's your terribleness. That's Esau. He's been terrible. Okay? And people have been trying to get around it and try to work and negotiate with this devil. And that's been able to sustain them for so long. But then he's having you pass certain laws in your country that's further destroying the root of you. Okay, that's why a lot of people, when they come here to Babylon, they forget their language. You a second gen, you're not gonna be able to get the you're gonna lose your language. Okay, that's what happened with the Irish when they came here. That's what happened with the Italians when they came here. The Chinese, the Japanese, they all became Americanized. Okay, they basically got the spirit of Esau in them. Okay, and they following the ways of Esau Edom. Some of them, Esau's a damn, he's slow. Okay, he's not but they what am I trying to say? He's in a position of power, but when you look at his mannerisms, you start to see, like, man, this got to be an act. Okay, for example, Elon Musk, look at him, man. He's naming his kid, let me see what he named his kid, man. What do you name this kid, man? Elon Musk, kid's name. XAEX dash what? He said it's just X, like the letter X, then AI. Let him say it for himself. I got a video of him right now. Who names their kids something like that?
Yeah, I mean, It's just X, the letter X, and then the AE is like pronounced Ash. Yeah. And then A12. A12 is my contribution.
Oh, why A12?
Archangel 12, the precursor to the SR-71. Coolest plane ever.
You see, that's folly, man. Coolest plane ever. Okay, and y'all look at him as a wise man, but Israel, they named their kids with what do you call it? Nomen Omer, where their names had meaning. Okay, like Jacob is Israel. Israel is Yasharallah, Prince of the Power. Okay, or Jacob means supplanter. Okay, Isaac mean like laughter. Okay, Esau, wasted away is he. Okay, so there were meaning behind the names. Okay, but what is X, AE, whatever? He's talking about, oh, it means it's cool, plain, and it means it in the ash and X. Like, that's silly, that's folly. Okay. And he's exonified in this kingdom. Okay? It's the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 10. Actually, let me grab it out the blue letter. Ecclesiastes 10. Where is it? In 5. There's an evil which I have seen under the sun, as an error which proceedeth from the ruler. And who's the ruler? Esau. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. Okay, folly meaning foolishness is set in great dignity. Okay, they're gonna look at him like, X, wow, what a beautiful name. Okay, when it doesn't mean anything at all. Okay, some folly. And he's probably lying about the name. It's probably going into something much deeper and sinister than what he's telling the media or telling Joe Rogan in this podcast. Okay, but even Joe Rogan's laughing at him in his face. Imagine you telling your kid's name and then the person just start laughing at you. You know, that's what happened. That's actually, that kind of happened with Esau. Okay, his father named him wasted away is he. Okay, Ashashua. Okay, that doesn't sound like a name that, but at least it has meaning, and it fits his purpose. Okay, it's actually divine. Okay, Yahweh named him that. Okay, we keep going on that. Ecclesiastes 10:6. Folly is set in great dignity, and the rich sit in a low place. Yeah, who's the rich? Israel's the rich. Okay, we got the promises, we got the covenant. Okay, heirs of the throne. Okay, a throne that's gonna last forever, a rulership that's gonna last forever, perpetual rulership. That's what makes you rich. But you in a low place in this world because who's above you? Esau, the fool, the child. Okay, the wasted seed. Ecclesiastes 10:7. I have seen servants upon horses, talking about Esau, the servant, and princes walking as servants upon the earth. Yasharallah, Prince of the Power. Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay? He's seen servants on horses. This was also fulfilled during slavery, okay? Jake was down picking cotton. Esau was on the horse, talking shit and beating on Jake while he was picking cotton. And when you look at the process of picking cotton, cotton has these little thorns, man. So that shit will fuck your hands up, picking that shit up. But he gonna have a lot of cotton to pick. Cause our cotton, we ain't gonna be wearing mixed fabrics in the kingdom. We gonna be wearing 100% cotton. Okay, we're gonna be righteous in the kingdom. So we're gonna need a lot of cotton in order for that to happen. Okay. Ecclesiastes 10:7, I have seen servants upon horses, and being on a horse is like a position of power. And princes walking as servants upon the earth. Yeah, you in slavery. He that diggeth a pit shall fall into it, and whoso breaketh a hedge, a serpent shall bite him. And that's going back into that hedge, man. That's why we got to be in that hedge so we don't get bit or bitten, okay, by the snake that's out here. There's a snake out here that you got to be aware of, okay? And it's Esau, the serpent. The so-called white man, he's a damn serpent, man. Now, I know a lot of y'all don't like to hear that. Oh, this is hate. God is love, okay? God is love. Okay, well, we just read in Malachi 1:4. He hates Esau. So you clearly don't believe in the God of the Bible, okay? You clearly believe in another God, a paganistic God, okay? Let me show you the God you believe in, man. We gotta keep exposing Serapis Christus, the God of the so-called white man. Okay? That's who y'all pray to today, especially the Northern Kingdom. Now I know the Northern Kingdom never had a righteous ruler, but that don't mean they're unrighteous. Okay? Joseph was Ephraim. He was righteous. Joshua was from the tribe of Ephraim. He was righteous. Okay, so there's no excuse. Y'all come from a stock of righteousness. Okay? And as a matter of fact, Joseph, you know, he was like second in command in Egypt. Right under Pharaoh. Likened unto a king, even though he wasn't a king. And same with Joshua. Joshua was the same, pretty much the same as Moses. The Lord was dealing with Joshua through him. Okay? So these are very high positions that they were in to lead Israel out of certain situations. All right? Where am I? Yeah, that's who you pray to today. Serapis Christus. Okay? So-called, and he had a flower pot on it. So you take that flower pot on, that's who y'all pray to. Okay? Let's read some let's read the wiki on him. Look at, Serapis is a Greco-Egyptian god, a syncretic deity derived from the worship of the Egyptian Osiris and Apis. Serapis was extensively popularized in the 3rd century BC on the orders of Greek pharaoh Ptolemy Isator as a means to unify the Greek and the Egyptian subjects of the Ptolemaic kingdom. Okay? The cultus of Serapis was spread as a matter of deliberate policy by subsequent Ptolemaic kings. Serapis continued to increase in popularity during the Roman Empire, often replacing Osiris as the consort of Isis in temples outside Egypt. Alongside his Egyptian roots, he gained attributes from other deities such as chthonic powers linked to the Greek Hades and Demeter, and benevolence derived from associations with Dionysus. Okay, it's paganism. The Romans were pagans, and you worship their gods today. Okay, gods that don't exist. Okay, and Jesus Christ is the biggest idol that the world has ever seen. It's bigger than every other idol. It's bigger than Serapis Christus. You could go into China today, and they praying to him. Okay, as a matter of fact, they got Chinese churches praying to him. So you see how much Babylon, which means confusion, has everyone confused. Okay. As a matter of fact, I wanted to find. This is the Temple of Serapis. Okay, where's the temple of Serapis in Alexandria? It says, return to the end of paganism. This is penelope.uchicago.edu. Damn, I don't want to read all of this. I'm just gonna read what it says on the front. It says, in Alexandria, he relates, there those who worship Serapis are in fact Christians, and those who call themselves bishops of Christ are in fact devotees of Serapis. Okay, you Christians today, y'all are Christians that follow Serapis. Okay, that's why a lot of the brothers on the highways and byways, they are Christians, but not in the way that you follow. You follow Serapis. Okay, you think God, that's the God of the so-called white man, Esau. Okay, that got everybody fooled. Okay, but he ain't got everybody fooled. The Lord said he reserved 7,000 men. They ain't gonna bow the knee to that. They ain't gonna pray to Serapis. All right, they're gonna diligently search. They're gonna wake up in the last days when they get the proper doctrine presented. Okay, they're gonna hear the word. They're gonna repent. Then they're gonna know how wicked this place truly is. That's why you could go into, I don't know what those stores are called, where they got all these idols in the window. I forgot the name of it, but they go inside there. That's why, especially, Salakia, I know I'm all over the place, but especially when you go into, when you go inside one of these stores, you see Serapis, you see they put Jesus Christ, the Mother Mary. They got all these different idols, man. Just like the Northern Kingdom. When you go back into the history of the Northern Kingdom, Jeroboam made 2 calves. Okay, one in Bethel and one in Dan, so they could worship an idol. Okay, so you so-called Latinos and Native Americans, y'all got a long history of worshiping these idols. Even though y'all knew that when we left Egypt, as a matter of fact, let me get that. Let me get that account, man. I don't want to talk too much. Okay. Let's go to Exodus. Let's go jump there. Exodus 32, the golden calf. It's the book of Exodus 32:1. And when the people saw that Moses delayed to come down out of the mount, the people gathered themselves together unto Aaron and said unto him, up, make us gods which shall go before us. For as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we wot not what is become of him. And Aaron said unto them, break off the golden earrings which are in the ears of your wives, of your sons, and of your daughters, and bring them unto me. And all the people break off the golden earrings which were in their ears, and brought them unto Aaron. And he received them at their hand, and fashioned it with a graving tool, after he had made it a molten calf. And they said, these be thy gods, O Israel, which brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. So you did that coming out of Egypt. Okay, still worshiping those gods. Okay, that you learned from the heathens of Egypt, and you still worshiping the same type of gods when Ptolemy took over Egypt, which is a so-called white man. Okay, that they said in order for the Egyptians and on the Greeks to have a Greco-Egyptian god that they could pray to. And you're in the modern day Egypt. Why would they pray to anything other than what they used to pray to? Under the rulership of the same nation that ruled Egypt. Okay? And Ptolemy was wicked. He was that wicked root. Okay? And Edom's following the ways of Ptolemy. That's why you don't know who you are. That's why they don't teach who the Israelites are in these churches. Because they don't want you to know who you are. Okay? Because he knows if you know who you are, then you're going to know who he is. Okay? And it's just a simple Google search away. But a lot of you Christians, what do y'all celebrate? Y'all celebrate Christmas, Easter, pagans. Okay? Y'all are pagans. Now, we try to get you out of those philosophies, but you're so indoctrinated. That's why you got to get put to death. Okay? Let me keep reading on Exodus 32. Exodus 32:5, and when Aaron saw it, he built an altar before it. And Aaron made proclamation and said, tomorrow is a feast to the Lord. And they rose up early on the morrow and offered burnt offerings and brought peace offerings. And the people sat down to eat and to drink and rose up to play. Yeah, y'all playing still. Okay? That's why you in the spirit of mirth. Rose up to play, man. Before Moses came back. And now y'all are still playing before Yahushua comes back. Who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. A.K.A. Serapis Christus. Okay? A.K.A. y'all are Christians. Manipulating the Bible. You think the Lord celebrated Christmas? You think the Lord celebrated Easter? You think the Lord celebrated Mother's Day? You think the Lord celebrated Father's Day? No, he didn't follow these paganistic customs. Okay? Because he's not like 2/3 of you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. Now that we look back on the affliction, that's how you know the Lord's righteous. Okay? A lot of the things you went through in the past life are going to happen to you again, okay? Worse. Because you want to follow these idols, so you're going to get that. You're going to get the due justice that comes with following idols. Exodus 32:7, and the Lord said unto Moses, go get thee down, for thy people which thou broughtest out of the land of Egypt have corrupted themselves. They have turned aside quickly out of the way, which I commanded them. They have made them a molten calf, and have worshipped it, and have sacrificed thereunto, and said, these be thy gods, O Israel, which have brought thee up out of the land of Egypt. So they quickly forgot who split the sea. Okay? They quickly forgot that. And today, if they forgot that during the time of Exodus, how much more did they forget that now, today? These people don't talk about Egypt. They don't care about that salvation. Matter of fact, they think it's a fairy tale in their minds. Okay? The Lord said he's going to bring us back in remembrance so we can remember, look where he brought us through. And look how it doesn't take that much time for them to forget who you are. Because they're stiff-necked people. Yeah, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all are stiff-necked. Okay? And y'all don't go over any scriptures. You go to church, but they don't teach you nothing. You know nothing about the Bible. You think the Lord's a so-called white man. You think he was Greek when he was Hebrew. Okay? The Lord was a Hebrew. Not like these devils are telling you. It's the book of Exodus 32:13. Remember Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, thy servants to whom thou sawest by thy own self, and saidst unto them, I will multiply your seed as the stars of heaven. And all this land that I have spoken of will I give unto your seed. Okay? Your seed. Talking about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Not everybody. Okay? Not the so-called white man. Okay? He's the wicked. He's the devil. He's Esau. He's an Edomite. Exodus 32:13. Brought you forth out of the land of Egypt with great power and with a mighty hand. Wherefore should the Egyptians speak and say, for mischief did he bring them out? Salakia. Actually, Salakia, I jumped down. Exodus 32:9, and the Lord said unto Moses, I have seen this people, and behold, it is a stiff-necked people. Now therefore let me alone, that my wrath may wax hot against them, and that I may consume them, and I will make of thee a great nation. Yeah, he wanted to destroy you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and then raise up Moses. Because he don't need y'all. Look how much he populated this whole earth with just 8 people. He could have did the same thing with Moses. Okay, he don't need all of y'all to worship him. He wants y'all to go and follow the multitude to get put to death. I'm gonna jump down. Exodus 32:19, and it came to pass as soon as he came nigh unto the camp, and he saw the calf and the dancing, and Moses' anger waxed hot, and he cast the tables out of his hands and break them beneath the mount. Okay, what tables? The commandments. And he took the calf which they had made and burnt it in the fire, and ground it to powder, and strawed it upon the water, and made the children of Israel drink of it. Okay, just like you would do if a woman was cheating on her husband. They used to take bitter water and make her drink it. As a matter of fact, let me grab that account, because that's pretty much what Israel did. Y'all made the Lord jealous. He's a jealous power. That's why he burnt your calf that you worship, turned it into powder, put it in water, and made you drink it. Let's go get that account though. I think it's in Numbers, the 5th chapter. Let's go to Numbers, the 5th chapter. I don't want to lose my spot. Let's go grab that while I'm over here. Numbers 5. And I don't want to start up there. I'll read it. I'm just going to run through the law. Okay, the law of jealousy. This is the book of Numbers 5:11. And the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, if any man's wife go aside and commit a trespass against him, and a man lie with her carnally, and it be hid from the eyes of her husband, and be kept close, and she be defiled, and there be no witness against her, neither she be taken with the manner, and the spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, and she be defiled of it. It's like it, and she be defiled of it. The spirit of jealousy come upon him, and he be jealous of his wife, and she be not defiled. Then shall the man bring his wife unto the priest, and Moses is the priest in this situation, and he shall bring her offering for her, the 10th part of an ephah of barley meal. He shall pour no oil upon it, nor put frankincense thereon, for it is an offering of jealousy, an offering of memorial, bringing iniquity to remembrance. And the priest shall bring her near and set her before the Lord. And the priest shall take holy water in an earthen vessel, and of the dust that is in the floor of the tabernacle, the priest shall take and put it into the water, just like Moses did with the calf. Okay, we read that in Exodus 32, in verse number, what was that? In 20. I'm going to read that again, Exodus 32 and 20. And he took the calf which they made and burnt it in the fire and ground it to powder and strawed it upon the water and made the children of Israel drink of it. Okay. Numbers 5:18. And the priest shall set the woman before the Lord and uncover the woman's head and put the offering of memorial in her hands, which is the jealousy offering. And the priest shall have in his hand the bitter water that causes the curse. And the priest shall charge her by an oath and say unto the woman, if no man have lain with thee, and if thou hast not gone aside to uncleanness with another instead of thy husband, be thou free from this bitter water that causes the curse. But if thou hast gone aside to another instead of thy husband, and if thou be defiled, and some man have lain with thee beside thine husband. Now this is carnal, okay? This is if you physically cheated. But praying to idols is a spiritual fornication, okay? So that's the difference between these two. But it still applies, because it shows you the spiritual aspect of what Moses was doing in Exodus, the 32nd chapter. Okay? Numbers 5:20, but if thou hast gone aside to another instead of thy husband, and if thou be defiled, and some man have lain with thee beside thine husband, then the priest shall charge the woman with an oath of cursing, and the priest shall say unto the woman, the Lord make thee a curse and an oath among thy people, when the Lord doth make thy thigh to rot and thy belly to swell, and this water that causeth the curse shall go into thy bowels to make thy belly to swell, and thy thigh to rot. And the woman shall say, Amen, amen. Okay? And the priest shall write these curses in a book, and he shall blot them out with the bitter water. And he shall cause the woman to drink the bitter water that causeth the curse. And the water that causeth the curse shall enter into her and become bitter. Then the priest shall take the jealousy offering out of the woman's hand, and shall wave the offering before the Lord and offer it upon the altar. And the priest shall take an handful of the offering, even the memorial thereof, and burn it upon the altar, and afterward shall cause the woman to drink the water. And when he have made her to drink the water, then it shall come to pass that if she be defiled and have done trespass against her husband, that the water that causeth the curse shall enter into her and become bitter, and her belly shall swell, and her thighs shall rot, and the woman shall be a curse among her people. Okay? And that's another curse among her people. That's why a lot of the women who are committing or have many sexual partners, a sign of that is what do you call that? Cellulite. Okay, that's causing your thigh to rot. Okay. And if the woman be not defiled, but be clean, then she shall be free and shall conceive seed. This is the law of jealousy, when a wife goeth aside to another instead of her husband and is defiled. Or when the spirit of jealousy cometh upon him, and he be jealous over his wife, and she shall set the woman before the Lord, and the priest shall execute upon her all this law. Then shall the man be guiltless from iniquity, and this woman shall bear her iniquity. Okay? Back to Exodus, the 32nd chapter. Okay. Verse 21, and Moses said unto Aaron, what did this people unto thee, that thou hast brought so great a sin upon them? And Aaron said, let not the anger of my Lord wax hot. Thou knowest the people, that they are set on mischief. For they said unto me, make us gods which shall go before us. For as for this Moses, the man that brought us up out of the land of Egypt, we wot not what is become of him. Yeah, they didn't have any faith that he was coming back. Okay, that's that lack of faith that you still have today, because y'all are those same spirits that were worshiping that calf. Y'all are them same spirits that were in Israel worshiping the two calves in Dan and Bethel, and now y'all back here worshiping this damn devil, man. Okay. Exodus 32:24, and I said unto them, whosoever have any gold, let them break it off. So they gave it me. Then I cast it into the fire, and there came out this calf. And when Moses saw the people were naked, for Aaron had made them naked unto their shame among their enemies, then Moses stood in the gate of the camp and said, who is on the Lord's side? Let him come unto me. And all the sons of Levi gathered themselves together unto him. And he said unto them, thus saith the Lord God of Israel, put every man his sword by his side, and go in and out from gate to gate throughout the camp, and slay every man his brother, and every man his companion, and every man his neighbor. Okay, so he gathered the Levites. Okay, he gathered the Levites because they wanted to get sin up out of Israel, and that's what y'all doing. Y'all causing Israel to be defiled as a nation. Okay, because the Lord judges us by a nation, but the elect, what he gonna do is he gonna really remove that stain out of Israel, and he gonna save his righteous, okay, the elect, in the large multitude. Can never forget about the large. It's really just the large multitude, but 144,000, 12,000 men out of each tribe are gonna be the pretty much the elite of Israel, okay, or the first fruits. Okay, they were here since the beginning. They created this world with Yahweh Shai. Okay, that's a different topic. Let's finish this up. Exodus 32 and hold on. Exodus 32 and verse 28. And the children of Levi did according to the word of Moses, and there fell of the people that day about 3,000 men. So they slaughtered 3,000 men that day while you were dancing and playing, okay? And you're gonna get slaughtered this time too, because you over here dancing and playing. You go into that church right now, they got all different types of music. That's a club, man. Okay? They know nothing about the Bible, but they know how to sing and dance. They still playing, man. And the Lord ain't no joke. Okay? For Moses had said, consecrate yourselves today to the Lord, even every man upon his son and upon his brother, that he may bestow upon you a blessing this day. And it came to pass on the morrow that Moses said unto the people, ye have sinned a great sin, and now I will go up unto the Lord. Peradventure I shall make an atonement for your sin. And Moses returned unto the Lord and said, oh, this people have sinned a great sin, and have made them gods of gold. Yet now, if thou wilt forgive their sin, and if not, blot me, I pray thee, out of thy book which thou hast written. And the Lord said unto Moses, whosoever have sinned against me, him will I blot out of my book. Therefore now go, lead the people unto the place of which I have spoken unto thee. Behold, my angel shall go before thee. Nevertheless, in the day when I visit, I will visit their sin upon them. And the Lord plagued the people because they made the calf which Aaron made. Okay? Y'all got plagued for that. Okay? And that was back then, but this is all to get you right back into your remembrance. All right? Matter of fact, Salakia. So you can't be following these idols, man. What I want to go? Jeremiah, I was in Jeremiah 49. Let me just jump back over there. Book of Jeremiah 49 and 16. Thy terribleness have deceived thee in the pride of thine heart. Yeah, Esau's proud, man. He's a very proud, he's the most proud. O thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. Yeah, Esau's a caveman. He's a Caucasian, okay? The caveman that holdeth the height of the hill. Yeah, he holding the height of the hill. He on the top of the hill, man, like king of the mountain, okay? Can't nobody take him down. Though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down from thence, saith the Lord. See? So the Lord's going to take him down from the height of that hill. Okay? Because Yahweh Shai is the king of the hill. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? Through the power of Yahweh. Okay? He's going to take down Esau. In 1 hour, it's not even going to be much. It's going to be an easy vic for him. And in the process of taking him down, he's going to take down all these nations. That whole mountain, that whole hill is going to be destroyed. And he's going to exalt on the mountain of Zion. Okay? Jeremiah 49 and 17. Also, Edom shall be a desolation, just like Malachi said. Jeremiah saying the same thing. Okay? It's going to be desolate for the dragons of the wilderness. Okay? Everyone that goeth by it shall be astonished. Yeah, we're going to look at America like, wow. Okay? Look at this place. All right? You're going to be astonished. Amazed. And shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. Let's look at that word hiss real quick.
Strong's H8319. Sharak.
To hiss, whistle, pipe. To hiss a signal. To be shrill, to whistle or hiss. As a call or in scorn. Let me see what the lexicon says. To bring near to by hissing or whistling as bees, flies, in the manner of beekeeper. To pipe. to pipe. In other places, it is in mockery. Okay? Yeah, we're gonna mock this place, man. This was the mighty kingdom that used to be here, man. Jeremiah 49:17 at the end, and shall hiss at the plagues thereof, as in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighbor cities thereof, saith the Lord. No man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong, but I will suddenly make him run away from her, and who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me, and who will appoint me the time, and who is that shepherd that will stand before me? Therefore hear the counsel of the Lord that he have taken against Edom, and his purposes that he have purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. Surely the least of the flock should draw them out. Surely he shall make their habitations desolate with them. Okay, that's talking about Israel, modern day Israel. Okay, he's saying surely the least of the flock should draw who out? Draw out America into that Middle Eastern battle. Okay, and he gonna make that land desolate with this land. Okay, that's what the Lord's saying. Jeremiah 49:21, the earth is moved at the noise of their fall. At the cry, the noise thereof was heard in the Red Sea. Behold, he shall come up and fly as the eagle, and spread his wings over Basra. And at that day shall the heart of the mighty men of Edom be as the heart of a woman in her pangs. Yeah, you're going to be in pain like a woman, okay? And that's because of the Lord, okay? He's bringing that tribulation. He's bringing that punishment to Esau, okay? A well-deserved punishment. He was created for this, okay? This is not because, you know, he deserved it. As a matter of fact, let's jump over to the book of Romans. Romans 9. Romans 9:11, for the children being not yet born, neither have done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. Yeah, the elders Esau shall serve the younger who? Jacob, Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, okay? Y'all are the rich sitting in a low spot while servants are upon horses, okay? Yeah, they're in a position of power, okay? But this kingdom's gonna come to naught, okay? And we ain't talking about the so-called Joe six-pack, or six-pack Joe, whatever you want to call him. Your typical so-called white man. We're not talking about them. We're talking about the elites of this country, okay? The illuminated ones, okay? They got all this knowledge and wisdom, but they use it for wickedness. They're not using it to prosper the world. The Lord created this world to be inhabited, but he created this land to be uninhabited, okay? And he gonna uproot the root that created this. Romans 9:12. It was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. Okay, even Paul's regurgitating Malachi. Okay, so from the Old to the New Testament, the same sentiment is made. Esau have I hated, and Jacob have I loved. What shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? Yes, is the Lord unrighteous? It says, God forbid. That means no. For he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. Just like he did at the bottom of Mount Sinai when they built that molten calf. He killed 3,000 men. He didn't kill all the men. Okay? But he made, he set judgment, so they didn't continue in that lot. Okay? It was a correction, so to speak. Okay? His judgments. Okay? If you let Israel go unchecked, Imagine what they would have been since then. Romans 9:16. So then it is not of him that willeth, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. For the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up. Talking about Esau, that I might show my power in thee. He gonna show his power in you by destroying you. When he come back, fight, to go up against your military, all the militaries, not just you. And that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Yeah, he wants his name to be declared throughout all the earth, okay? He don't want her to be on the street corner. It's gonna be exalted on the street corner. It's like the Monopoly board. He gonna be at, what do you call that place? I can't even think of it, man. But he gonna be exalted all around the board, man. Street corner, all the way, all across the world, all throughout the galaxy, man. No matter where he goes, his name's gonna ring bells forever throughout everywhere. Okay? And he created everything, okay? He's the most right, he's the most high. And he's not exalted. But look how humble he can be. Okay? That shows his mercy. It shows how humble someone that has all this power can humble himself to pretty much, he hid himself, no one even knows him. And he hates iniquity, but he's been able to suffer it, okay? So you can bring that indignation to who it properly deserves, okay? So this is a reward of wickedness that Esau's sowing, okay? If you sow an apple tree, you'll get an apple tree. If you sow a wicked abomination plant, you're gonna reap a wicked abomination plant, okay? And that's what Esau's been sowing. Okay. Romans 9:18. Therefore have he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he hardeneth. And he's hardening Esau's heart. That's why he's doubling down. Now you see, before, on the LBGT, ABCDQ community wasn't as large as it is today. But now it is. Before, it was a shame unto a person to be called that. That was more in the closet. Now that came out the closet. Now that's out in the open. That's normalized in the society. But then he's gonna bring the next demon out, okay? The one that like the little kids, okay? Then that's gonna be perpetuated out of the community. And you think, yeah, it can't get any worse than that. Then he gonna come out. He probably gonna be doing all type of wicked rituals right in the open, okay? The cannibalism, all of that. Everything's gonna come out. He's just giving you a piece. Y'all can deal with that? Okay, let me bring this out. This is much worse than that, okay? Okay, now let me bring this out. This is much worse than both of those. Now they're gonna be sacrificing, okay? And y'all gonna be all for that too. This is why this place gotta be destroyed, because he's gonna really show you what he's truly about. There's things that he's actually doing in darkness. He wants to really make that known to the public. But the public don't see it. Meanwhile, they're worshiping his gods. They're following his paganistic customs and rituals, okay? They're eating his wicked, abominable foods. They're not following none of the law, statutes, and commandments. This allows him to be more emboldened in wickedness and allow that to come out even more, okay? But the righteous, they're not going to be standing up for that, okay? Because we know, as a matter of fact, let me go get it, okay? It's the book of Job 20 and verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon earth, that the triumphing of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment? Though his excellency mount up to heaven, and his head reach unto the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which seen him shall say, where is he? He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more, neither shall his place any more behold him. His children shall seek to please the poor, and his hands shall restore their goods. His bones are full of sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, though he spare it and forsake it not, but it's still within his mouth. Yet his meat in his bowels is turned. It is the gall of ass within him. Okay, that's that poison. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly. He shall suck the poison of asps. The viper's tongue shall slay him. He shall not see the rivers, the floods, the brooks of honey and butter. That which he labored for shall he restore, and shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall the restitution be, and he shall not rejoice therein, because he have oppressed and have forsaken the poor, because he have violently taken away a house which he builded not. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he desired. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. In the fullness of his sufficiency he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he's about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Okay? I know that's a lot to chew, but the triumphant of the wicked is short. Okay? And when he's about to fill his belly, when he reaches the highest point of his wickedness, we read in Job 14:5, he has bounds that he can't go past. Okay? So when he's about to fill his belly and finally feel satisfied, that's when the Lord's going to take him down. Okay? He's going to take him down. Just like when you jump over to the book, it makes me think of this. When you jump over to the book of Judges 3, Ehud. Okay? When Ehud delivers from Moab, what time is it? That's, damn. All right, I might have to end it right there, though. I know I said a mouthful, but when he's about to fill his belly, man, it's gonna be a wrap, man. That's when he's gonna get. That's when everything falls down. Okay, he ain't gonna be sufficient. He ain't gonna. His plan is not gonna be successful. He who diggeth a pit shall fall thereinto. He's digging a pit for you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, but he gonna fall into that pit. Okay, he want to utterly destroy y'all from off the face of the earth, but that's gonna cause him to be utterly destroyed from off the face of the earth. Okay. So I'm gonna end it right there. Lord willing, I was edifying. And I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Shalom.